Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to bring you another install video. This is my first install video since I've been home from Florida, and it's my first video in the new place with the new garage. So I apologize if the lighting's bad. I gotta get lights in here and everything, and I'm facing the wrong direction for the light, but if I bring the car in, I don't have a jack right now or jack stands or anything, so I have the car kind of backed out because it's on a slant, and the way it's sitting, I can get underneath the bumper because it's tilted backward. But what we're installing today, a lot of people have asked me about my fog lights, so I actually have fog lights hidden behind the grille of the car. I don't know if you can see them from way back there or not, but I have two fog lights in here. If I come in here and I turn the lights on, you'll see them right away. There you can see those two fog lights hidden behind the grille, and I've had a lot of people ask me about those and ask me where I got them, how I installed them, and that sort of thing. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do that, but I'm actually replacing them with some new ones. So this is from Lasfit LED. I've used these guys in the past. I actually had a 19 Nissan Altima. I did some switchbacks and stuff on, and I outfitted the whole car with their LEDs, and they reached out to me and asked me to do a little video for them. So this is a sponsored video from Lasfit LED. They did ship me out these fog lights, but I'm super excited to check them. They're gonna be super bright, and I opted to get the yellow lights. So I've always wanted yellow fog lights, but I never did it, and with it being hidden behind the grille, it might look pretty cool. Not too sure yet. These are the standard fogs. They have all sorts of different patterns you can choose from. You can basically dial it in exactly how you want it, and then you can get different colors as well. So let me pull these out of the box and I'll just show you what they look like right off the bat. You can see they are the pod style fog lights, and you can see that these are the yellow tinted ones, and I'm really excited to see how this looks at night. Everyone always says that the yellow will actually cut through the fog just a little bit better, but they're gonna come with some brackets in here, some universal brackets, and then they are going to come with some pigtail connectors. So pull this out of here. There's the fog light. That's what you're looking at. We're going to install these. They are square style, whereas these are rounded, but I think the square style might actually fit better because of my intercooler. They're going to probably sit right on top of my intercooler. So we will check these out. Hopefully the universal bracket will work for me because I have these mounted a special way, and I'll show you that when we get in here. But I'll bring you up closer. We're gonna pull this bumper off and I'll show you how I have these mounted. So if you're not familiar with how to remove the bumper, it's really simple. Just 10mm bolts on the top and then some clips around the bottom of the bumper and the top. All you gotta do is find the edge of the bumper and follow it. You'll see all the clips. It's really not difficult at all. But we're gonna pop our bumper cover off of the vehicle to get access behind. And I know my back is probably filthy from laying on this floor. Don't know why, but I gotta seal it or put some flooring down or something because I'm tracking all this stuff through the house. I do have my intercooler sprayer here now, so I'm gonna have to unhook this for now. Oh, didn't want to do that. All right, move this up out of the way. Okay, now I apologize in advance for all this ugly wiring back here, and it's a mess, I know, but if your car is completely stock, you don't have any weird wiring or intercooler piping or hella horns or whatever going on here, you're gonna have your fog light plug down here. Now, even if your vehicle doesn't have fog lights, some of them have the plug and some don't. It's tricky. Now, since these are a universal fog light and they're not made to fit the vehicle, they're gonna require some custom mounting. Now, the way you can see this, I actually have it mounted to this main subframe here in front of the vehicle. And that is just held on by one 10mm bolt. So that's how I had these mounted originally. Now, these universal ones that I got before, I actually got an adapter for them. Now, you're not gonna get that if you get the Lasfit LED, but it does come with a universal harness. Now, this gives you a lot of wire. It gives you some kind of controller, gives you an add a fuse, all kinds of stuff, so that if your vehicle isn't already equipped with a fog light, you got this massive wiring kit. So you got the add a fuse, you got a relay, you got a switch, all kinds of fun stuff that's gonna give you everything you need to plug these up. So thankfully, I'll be able to use these on my new Lasfit LED fog lights. But you can see there, it's just an adapter that goes from the fog light to the factory plug. What we're gonna do is actually use this to plug into our Lasfit fog lights here. Plugs right in, and then I can plug this directly into the stock plug. Boom, we're done. This is already plugged in and ready to go. So I'm just gonna sit that right there, test fit, make sure that it works. So now there is some options that you're gonna get. They're gonna come with a standard bracket like this. There is the hole that I'm using, and you can see that this bracket would pretty much clear. Now you could install it like this, but then it's gonna be crooked. So you would probably have to cut a little notch in there, and then you could get this to sit just about straight, and then you could take and mount your fog light in there like that. And I think that would work for you if you would decide to go with this. You would still be able to mount that fog light in there just like that, and it would sit like this. Now, what I'm gonna do is, since I already have this bracket on the universal one that I had in there already, I'm gonna reuse that same bracket on the Lasfit LEDs just because I know it's already there, it already works, so why break, you know, don't fix it if it's not broken, right? Also, you can buy these universal brackets to help you move it. You could put this bracket like this, you could bolt that in just like that. They're adjustable, so you could slide it back and forth how you want it, and then you could bolt that existing fog light bracket that they give you right there using a nut and bolt, and then you could bolt this down or snug this down right there. So you can do this many different ways, and then it would be slightly adjustable however you want it. So I'm gonna start this bolt in there. I'm gonna actually route my wire down and around a while. Send this bolt home. And just like that, our fog light is in place. And you can see it's only one bolt holding it on, but it is on there really good and tight. If you want to just double tap that sucker, make sure it's in there. I mean, that thing's not going anywhere. Now I can just double check and make sure that this bracket is on there nice and tight, which it is. And if you want to, you can actually still point it down or up. So I'm going to kind of get it pointed down just a little bit before I snug up this bracket. All right, that is looking perfect. So we have everything done on this side. I'm gonna go do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll meet you guys when I have the bumper put back on. Well, this worked out pretty well because it's starting to get dark outside. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the bumper back on. We can kind of see how it looks in the daytime behind the bumper, and then it'll work out perfect. It'll start getting dark. We can go test these things. The hidden fog lights are complete. I'm gonna back the car out. You can kind of already tell they're not super visible in the daytime, so it's a little stealthy looking. If you have the OEM grill, this might not work too well for you, but having like a JDM style grill with just the mesh in there, it works great. And we're gonna get in the car here. We're gonna back this thing out. I'll leave all the lights off. I just want you to be able to see kind of what it looks like in the daytime here as I back this thing out. So there you can see the hidden fog light effect. You hardly see those things, and the little bit you do catch of them actually looks really cool. In person, they're a little bit more noticeable, but I'm sure in the video, it's actually probably difficult to see the fog lights themselves, but they're definitely back there, and all we have to do is flip them on, and we'll take them down the road when the sun goes down just a little bit more and get a better idea of what they look like. So there you can see with them on and off, and with them on, obviously, you can see a lot better. But here is the fog lights. You can see there, it does quite the difference. Now I do have this one over here aimed a little bit too far to the right, I believe. You can see that this side goes out towards the side of the road a lot better. But I think this left side here just needs adjusted. I'm gonna kind of try and point it towards the left a little bit more. So one more time, while stationary, here is my low beams. There's the fog lights. High beam. So you can see there's a pretty drastic cutoff there, most likely because of the way I have them pointed. Or it might be getting cut off by the grill itself. But in the car, that is very bright. Now, the camera is hopefully picking it up, but that is a very bright spot. And the intention of the fog lights is that it cuts through the fog and lights up the ground so you can see the road in front of you. And as bright as it's making that road, I think it's really gonna help out with wet conditions or foggy conditions or snowy conditions, anything where, you know, it might absorb a little bit of the light. Well guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I appreciate you checking it out. I'm so thankful to be back in my own place with a garage again. This is awesome. I'm so ready to get content out for you guys and start making more videos. So I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be shortly.